how to create a random noisy circle in Photoshop. I'm using CC 220, you could use 219, etc. File and new to create a source document for the pattern. It's going to be a crescent design. Using 1600, 1600. Go to the ellipse tool, set shape at the top and grey for the colour, and drag. Hold down the shift key to create a circle. Go to the move tool, hold down the alt or option key and drag to create a duplicate, but slightly shifted. Create a thin sliver. Of course, you can vary that to vary the crescent. Select both of those shapes. Do that in the layers panel or just select them. Layer menu and combine shapes and subtract front shape. Now you've got your crescent. You could vary the crescent, of course, as well. What I want to do now is delete the background. I want transparency for the crescent. You could, of course, apply some effects, maybe add a gradient to that design, many other things, a shadow, up to you. So window menu and layers to get to the layers panel. And just delete the background. Just go to the trash can at the bottom. And window and layers. Now you've got transparency, yes. Select that crescent using the rectangular marquee tool. Go to Edit menu and define pattern. Click OK. Create a new document. And I'm going to go for 3000 by 2220. Select the elliptical marquee tool and then go to a layer menu and new layer. Because I want my circle to be applied to a layer. Hold down the shift and create a large or small, up to you, circle. Then edit menu and fill. Set to pattern for contents. Custom pattern to the one you just created. The script, put that on. And symmetry fill. And click OK. Now I'm going to quickly run through some of the settings, but I would suggest 7 for the type, 1.25 for the scale, something like -2, then 30 for the height, and 1 and 0. You don't have to go with those, but they're the ones I would suggest. So -2 and 30 for the width and height, but it's 7 for the type. Once you're happy with that, click OK. And it will create it. And there you've got your lovely random circle. It's on a layer. And of course you can apply adjustments to it to modify the colour. So you go select, deselect. And what you can do, you can remove the background if you wish. You can also then just drag it around. Hold down the Alt or Option key and drag to duplicate it. Of course, each one you duplicate, you could apply some colorization to it. You can modify the colors. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to keep them all the same color in this case. You could, of course, go over to the layer menu and convert it into a smart object. Perfectly reasonable. Apply effects to it, so each of them are individual. But you can keep Alt or Option key and drag to duplicate it. And you can fill the entire screen with that design. I say you can vary each of the designs if you wish. Up to you. You can also resize them, maybe apply some distortion, etc., or other effects. But again, that's probably better to convert them into a smart object if you wish to do that. You can repeat that multiple times, maybe make even smaller circles. Up to you. So once you've done that, you've got all these layers, just go to Layer menu and Flatten Image. And then you can apply some effects. Go to Filter menu and Stylize, maybe apply blurs, etc. You can go for oil paint. Set the values to quite high. Click OK. And apply it a couple of times. Oil paint's really good 3 or 4 times. Create a nice smeary design. One thing it does, I think it dulls the colours a bit. So it's always nice to go to the Image menu and Adjustments. I'll zoom in a bit so you can see it a bit better. Image and Adjustments and Vibrance. Or maybe Hue and Saturation, so you could recolour it as well if you're not happy with those colours. You just go backwards and forwards with the hue as well as saturation. All I say, go to Image menu, Adjustments and Vibrance. Of course, you could also use the Layer menu and Adjustment layers as well to recolour it. Click OK. I hope you found this of interest. Please subscribe to the Graphic Extras channel. Always adding new tutorials about Photoshop, Affinity Designer, Affinity Photo, Illustrator, After Effects, and many others. Please add some comments, always appreciated. A dislike or like. Thank you much.